Alright, welcome back generals to another Let's Fix Generals 0 hour to make the best game ever. Okay, so last session we dropped off here compiling this one tool in debug, which did not quite work. Cannot open include file. Oh, well, that's different now. I thought there was something else last time. Include CSTDEF. What is that? I think last time we had this error, it was complaining about list, and now it's complaining about CSTDEF. Why? Huh? Huh. Huh. That's strange. But then what is the error here? Fatal error. Cannot open include file. CSTDEF. No such file or directory. No such file or directory. No such file or directory. Why? Why is that? Fatal error. Cannot open include file. Cannot open include file. Why? Let's look at scmake script. So we stl port. We don't link against stl ports. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's a problem. Do we link against stl port here? Not directly. Maybe indirectly. Let's see. Oh. What happened? Oh boy. Wasn't it stl port or was it something else? It was stl port. Fatal error. Fatal error. No such file or directory. Why is it erroring so early now? Huh? What? What? So we added this line and then it catastrophically fails. Huh? Huh? I don't get it. I don't understand. CMake error. Where? Here? What is wrong here? I'm so confused. PATCHGET. What happened? What happened? We didn't change anything. Nothing should have broken. Huh? Well, we did make a submission here. I don't get it. Why is this not compiling? Man, I hate this CMake stuff. It's always so hard to set up. You make one mistake and everything falls apart, and it doesn't tell you what is wrong. What is wrong here? Failed with no such file or directory. What? Which one? What is wrong? It says CMake list 34, which I assume relates to this? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't tell which CMake. It just says here error at CMake, but there are many CMakes with this name. How do I know which one it is? That's so stupid. It says project. How does this help me? How does this help? I don't understand. This CMake error is so... it doesn't tell you anything. This one says nothing. This one says nothing. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Somehow we broke it. How can we fix it? I don't know how to fix it. Because I don't know what broke. I mean, we added PATCHGET here. Okay, I mean, what we can do is we can open tools. And we can remove PATCHGET and see if that now configures. It doesn't. Something else is broken. What is it? What is broken? Huh? I don't know what is broken here. We didn't touch any CMake here. Maybe we need to clean up the build folder. Let's rename this one balked. Let's create a fresh one. Let's see if that works. Doesn't work. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, man. Always the same bullshit. Always the same. Oh, man. Always the same. Okay, there we go. Good. Let's see. PATCHGET. Yeah. So zero was maybe we can ask STL port. I'm curious. Why did it build once at the start without the variable set? I don't get it. Yeah. Okay, so what I will try at STL port, maybe that eases anything, but who knows? Okay. Okay, so we got error list. Yeah, okay, then let's try with STL port. Then I wonder though, why would it work on 0 hour? What does that profile contain? That profile, because that one is included. That profile static. Private, doesn't expose anything. Strange. Strange. Yeah. I guess that looks promising. No, doesn't. Still failing. Error list. List. It's not a member of STD. Pa. Why does that happen? Let me open the PATCHGET. PATCHGET DSP. There we go. PATCHGET DSP. Okay. So this one doesn't include STL ports. I don't think. Yeah. Debug crashing. Debug crashing. What does that do? Debug crashing. Patch grabber, debug crashing. How do we set up conditional? Hold on, debug crashing. Where's it defined? Only in debug? Only in debug, yeah. Debug crash. Okay, generals, tools, PATCHGET, CMake, target, compile definition, app name, privates, config debug, app crashing. There we go. Okay, so adding STL port doesn't do anything here. PATCHGET. Okay. Good. Okay, why? I don't understand why it's failing. Why can he not find list? List is included here. It's used here, std list. I suspect it's some STL port problem. No? So this one is including engine. And engine uses STL ports. Yeah. Games by HTTP debug. Debug. PATCHGET dot. There's a AFX resource DLL thingy. I already have that. Error list. This list. Why? It looks okay. We have a list. We have. What about this Q download thing? Aha. Is that maybe a problem? The Q download? What is that? Download manager. Download manager. Yeah, it's here. Okay, but it is explicitly complaining about list first. List is not a member of STD. So this somehow does not exist. It looks into list, but it doesn't find it. But then it's curious that it works just fine in the 0 hour one. where it's doing this exact same thing. List here, list down here, and that apparently is okay. Why? It must be some issue with STL port. In some way. Yeah. But how? Man, why do we need to scroll so much? So here the only difference is it has also Z profile in here. Other than that, it's exactly the same. Right? Is there maybe something else different? No, I don't think so. We have these files, resource H, registry process. We have download manager, debug. Yeah, this looks all good. We have this download manager here. Oh. So there's a queued download in here, but also here, right? But okay, it now sits in the namespace. I don't know. There must be some way to fix this, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. It's probably some very simple mistake somewhere. Well, if it was simple, we would know it by now already. So it cannot see STD. It must be something with STL port, but we added it here, and it still did not work. STL port. What's the difference? So game engine uses Vegas, yeah. CSC diff, GUI, matchbot particle editor. Okay, so this looks all good. And this one is public. Yeah, so everyone who uses game engine also gets STL port. Okay, so it's already implicit here. The STL port, yeah. I don't understand why this errors. It's probably some really stupidly simple thing, but I don't see it. It must be something with STL port. Otherwise, there's no reason why it should not find list in STD. No reason. But we have STL ports bound, and it works for all the others. So why would it just not work for this one specific thing? Oh, hold on. Ah, this is 0 hour. No, we use G prefix here. Man, what is the problem? Let's look at the DSP once more. Let's open it in a... Oof. PATCHGRabber.exe. Debug crashing. Debug. Windows debug. GameSpy. Vegas. Bunch of flags. No logo. WinSock, no logo. Subsystem Windows debug. Man, library slip, libpass. Man, what is the problem? It is a compile error, it's not a linker error. Can we see that it sees STL port? Yeah, here. Yeah, so it can see STL port source. That should work. Yeah. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know. Maybe there's something else that gives us a clue. Download manager monkey download file is not a static member. I have the impression that another error could be something with the name spacing. That could also be. Maybe that needs another look. In a header. So if we look at this one, So this one looks okay. This one looks okay. And let's search for all namespace patch gets. How about that? So there should always be pairs. Pair, 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 pair. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so this looks all fair. This one is at the very end. This one is at the start. So if we go one back, let's what does it currently look like? Let's stash this. Stash. Then we go in here, check out this commit. Yeah, and then we build. What error do we get then? Let's see. Okay, this time we get linker errors. We have seen these in 0 hour. Okay, so only after this change we made here, we do get compile errors, which means the compile error was introduced here. Aha. So, okay, so we broke it somehow with our namespaces, but the namespaces we put exactly like we have in the 0 hour version. Why would it work there then? There must be an unmatched. There must be an unmatched. An unmatched namespace. Otherwise, I cannot explain this. But which one? They all look fine. Oh, let's have another really good look at this thing. if def debug. Yeah. Okay, so this... no, this seems fine here. This looks fine. Man, what is the issue? This all looks correct here to me. There must be a problem with the namespaces. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Oh man. Why do I not see it? It looks perfectly fine. We put the includes before the namespace. Put the namespace around all this junk. I mean, there's nothing really much to it. It's easy peasy. Maybe there's an error in the CPP then. So this one is at the top and this one is at the bottom. That's fine. This one is also at the top, at the bottom. Yeah. Top, bottom. This and if. Yeah. Man, what is the problem? Man, what is the problem? It can't be. It can't be. I can't believe it. There must be some error here, but what is it? The problem is when we build it, we can't really see. It doesn't tell us where exactly, what exactly is wrong. It just tells us that it doesn't recognize std list, which means that, what does that mean? It means that that list is maybe in like a PATCHGET colon std colon list, right? So this could be the case. But how did it get there? Ugh. It can't happen because the list is here at the very top. I don't get it. Okay, how about include chat API? So if we take, if we go to this pass and then here we go to generals MD. Yeah, let's take all these files. That's a good idea. We take all these files, 100%, everything. That's a good idea. So we take all these files and we copy them over generals. So now it's 100% the 0-hour files that we know did builds at some point, right? Maybe they're broken now as well, but maybe we'll see. Okay, so now only thing it does, it doesn't really do anything. Aha, it does this one here. and does some other change. Okay, so it does some minimal changes. Let's see. Let's see what happens with that. See, make options change. I prefer to keep things prefixed. Build generals instead of build generals. Gen X for the different games. I'm fine with the Gen ZH. I'm fine with the general things. But I think before it did not contain any builds. That is why I touched it. I'm still looking into PATCHGET. Fails to compile in debug for generals, and I do not understand why. Okay, so now what do we have? Now we have the linker error again, huh? Ah. Did we did not, hold on, stash. Did we check out this one? Ugh. Check out. There we go. Stash pop. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so now we got the error again, and I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, man. There must be something wrong with scopes, but I do not see where. This is a mystery. So what we basically did now is we copied the 0-hour ones over there, and we still get this compile error, which makes no sense. Why did it not error in 0-hour? Why does it error here in general? That makes no sense. I'm determined to find the reason for my own sanity, but it's not there. I don't see it. Man, what is the reason? Okay, so it's not that. Man, what is the reason? Okay, so we are stuck investigating. What could be the reason? What could be the reason? This is where a live chat would help now, a YouTube live chat to for everyone to look at the same problem and try to figure it out live. Yeah. Instead, YouTube comments are sometimes weird. Like, I think one of the recent comments under a recent video was, what was it? Someone wrote something about premature optimizations, and then please focus on real work or something like this. I mean, this is hobby project. This is not work to be bossed around upon. I don't know. I just like to work on the things that I see fit. Yeah. I mean, last videos we did do some useless things. That's true. But generally there is value in making code more readable. Like if you just hammer in feature after feature and you just advance and you just build everything, you just put everything together and just make it work somehow, what you end up with is a huge amount of technical debt that will be impossible to properly fix down the line, because there's just this huge mess, and as soon as you start patching it and fixing it up, everything falls apart, and then you spend a huge amount of time. That's why I'm a fan of like taking a minute and making things easy and proper, right? Just make your life easier down the line. That's what I did yesterday, moving all the headers in CMake to the top, so it's like always easy to see exactly where they are. Renaming the targets with G and Z prefix makes them easier to identify and to maintain, right? So I think there's value, because if the targets are named like profile and profile G, yeah, it's not very obvious what is what. Yeah. Good. Yeah, this error, I don't understand. It must be something with these namespaces. It must be the namespaces, but how? How? Okay, how about maybe we should have I mean, it did work on 0 hours, so we know it works. We know it works. So if we look at Chat API, so namespace would be created here the first time. Namespace open and then namespace close. And this is well afterwards. Huh. I don't know what to say. Namespace PATCHGET down there. It should work. It should work just fine. It should absolutely work. Yeah. Should work. It should work. Why is it not working? Yeah. I will give myself 1 more hour to solve this. If we don't solve it by then, I will give up and we just don't compile it. End of story. But I really would like to fix it. So get it out of my mind. Because then it's done and never visit again, right? Good. So can we maybe Visual Studio 6 generate post processor or preprocessor? I don't know. Generate preprocessor. Oof. Oh boy, what happened? Visual Studio 6 debug preprocessor. I don't know what to search for. I would like a way where you can dump like what the compiler actually sees. Visual Studio 6 dump what compiler sees. Can I read what build commands are actually? I think that's a good question for ChatGPT. Is there a way with Visual Studio 6 compiler to generate text files from after preprocessor to see what the compiler sees? P option, output file, P option, /p, P my file. Okay. Okay, so how do we do that? P my file. So can we Yeah, so can we do it for the entire thing? CLP. Okay, so let's say we do CLEXE / P my file CPP. That's okay, let's do that. So we take this guy. So we go 1 folder up, 2 folder up. We go to this one and we do chat API.cpp, yeah? Then we correct the path here. Okay, let's see if that works. No such file. Cannot open include file. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't work. Let me ask, can we, how can we add P option to CMake setup? Okay. Then we go to the CMake. Top level 1, which should be here at the bottom here. CMake. Oof. Let's just dump it here. Okay. And then we build and see what happens. The problem, it is a mod far beyond what super patch or an project would do. I would say just let the mod be a mod. It's a mod that changes visuals far beyond what Superpatch End project would do. I would say just let the mods be a mods and let the patches be the patches. Retaining the original aesthetics. Well, maybe that's not the best answer. Maybe the answer should be... I don't know what the right answer is. Basically, so in my opinion, if something changes the visuals a lot, so we are referring to this one, by the way. Let me bring it up so we can properly look at it, because otherwise you don't have a context. So it's about this one. So someone posted a link to this, which is called CNC Generals version 2. It's a bit of an unfortunate name because it gives the impression that this is like a version 2 of Generals, but that's not true because EA never released a Generals version 2, right? So maybe, yeah, the name is a bit unfortunate, I would say, but okay, I think visitors, it does say mod project, yeah, so it is kind of clear that it's a mod, yeah. And this one, can we, the screenshots are kind of blurry, aren't they? They're so low res. Yeah, really low res. Images. So they added a bridge. Next. So they changed the water, the look of the water. They added new vegetation by the looks of it. They changed the terrain textures a lot. Yeah. The sand looks different, and here the sand and the mountains. It looks very different, right? Yeah. It's visually it looks good, but it's different to the original. So to me, this looks like a proper mod, right? Which really changes the overall look of this. It's far beyond polishing and fixing. It's like a graphical overhaul, changing all the textures, everything, right? And yeah, to me, it looks like this should be just a mod, right? It's not a patch. It's more like a mod, right? So, here I like the scorches. They look really good, and textures also look nice. But yeah, it is a mod at the end of the day, right? And I guess a user can just copy it over their patch if it doesn't cause a version mismatch. If it's just textures and visuals, just copy it over. Yeah. 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 But I mean, this goes far beyond the aspirations that I personally have, because it is changing the overall look of the game, right? These are not original textures. It's not the original look of the game, which which doesn't mean it's bad. It just means the game looks very different to the original experience. And I don't think this is what the patch should do. At least not for the core gameplay loop. And certainly not in the core package. With optional package, it's different story. In optional package, you have more freedom. I'm not sure if this would go too far for the optional. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. Like even in our optional package for the patch, we are still very conservative so far. But I probably personally would be more relaxed in terms of improvements in the menu for the optional bundle. That could do a full overhaul, simply because the original menu doesn't look that great. Actually, it looks horrendous. So, but here in game, I don't know. I do like the terrain textures. It looks fantastic, but it's also just really different, right? Maybe what would work here is that we say, okay, these are actually new textures that the custom map can use, but they don't replace the default textures. That would be my approach, right? Yeah, I think that would be a good approach. So then you can have custom maps that use the new textures, right? But then you still have all the old maps with the old textures, so there's no change in visuals. Yeah, I think that would be a reasonable approach to this. Yeah. Because you can make the content richer, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm also not so sure about the shadows here under the trees. It's a bit much, isn't it? I mean, it looks interesting, but it's also I'm not sure. It puts so much more details into the scene, right? I like the vegetation though. It's really, I like these bushes, ferns, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I mean, it looks great. Yeah, it would just have to be seen, like, how could this be integrated? Yeah, I think would be better to just add this on top of what is there. So don't replace the original assets, but provide these new assets that complement the content, right? So put a new tree, but let the old tree there. Put the new terrain, let the old terrain there, and then the map creator can like use new assets for map creation, which I think is fine. But then this would need to be in the core bundle. Yeah, and that increases distribution size. Yeah, so you need to distribute more data then. Yeah. So it is more than a patch. It is a mod, right? Yeah. It is a mod. Because it's not just fixing up the original stuff. It is adding new content, right? Yeah, I would say. Although it looks pretty original in terms of models and everything. I don't know. I haven't looked into what exactly it does, but I assume this pack is several hundred megabytes. Let me see. Is there a download button somewhere? Download today. Let's see how big this is. Full version. Let's see. Yeah, it's almost 500 megabytes. That's a bit large. Yeah. Okay, so what do we have now? Fatal error. Cannot open file. Why can it not open this file? What? What? How's that possible? How's that possible? Okay, how about we open a new folder? We go to game code build VC6. Okay, now it generated the I files. Intermediate, I guess, stands for. Okay, let's go to generals. Generals. We're looking for tools. Tools, yeah. Tools and PATCHGET. Chat API.I. Okay, let's see what's in there. Whoa. Okay, so here it includes list. Yeah. Yeah. My gosh. Why is it looking so wonky? Jesus Christ. STL. So it is properly including that stuff. And then there is a pragma once, std def, okay. Okay, this is still at the top. Still std stuff. Okay. Okay, let's search for Sime here. So we're looking for this Q downloads thingy, right? Let's see where this is. There it is. STD list. Namespace PATCHGET. Let's see if there's another namespace PATCHGET in here. There are multiples. Find all in current file. Okay, there we go. Let's see. So we have the namespace here, and then the namespace ends here, right? Yeah. Here we have another namespace, and the namespace ends here. Good. Another one ends here. Good. And another, we have this one ending here. Yeah. Okay, so far it looks all correct. Here we have another one. Aha, what is this? Is it including a file, or what is this? Huh? That's weird. That is weird. Yeah. This one looks correct. This one is correct. But this one looks wrong. Yeah. Because it opens here the namespace and then it includes some files here, right? Yeah. Oh shit. Where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? Oh boy. Okay, so we definitely see the error here. But how? How is this happening? Man. Namespace PATCHGET. The problem is we cannot see from which file this originates. Maybe it's from here, debug.h. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's from debug.h. Oh, there we go. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, how do we fix that? Right. Right. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, that's dangerous here. How do we fix that? We I should have seen this before. Somehow I didn't see it. Noob mistake. Yeah. Okay. So it took us since our deadline, it took us 30 minutes to figure out. With 25 minutes to go, we found it. That's good. Okay, how do we fix this properly without doing too many changes here? So we cannot move it here because that would be inside this guy. There is a debug log function. Ugh. Namespace. So we could put the namespaces around this line and this line. That would be a solution. Well, not really. It needs to be around this whole thing. Yeah, debug crashing. What we could do is how about we just move this up here and we always include this? Why is this even needed? Is it because of the ... Why is this needed here in the first place? What happens if we just comment it out? Can we do that? Because I don't see why this would be needed here. Maybe because of the ... But then it would also be needed here. Let's see what happens if we compile this out. So it's either it now errors on like missing this header or it just compiles through. One of these two options. If it requires this header, then I would say we just move it up here. Just have it always include. That I think that's the simplest solution. Yeah. Okay, well, it compiles back to this topic here. So, I mean, I don't have the full answer here on like what should the graphics be if in doubt, I would say the graphics should stay as close as possible to the original. But I agree, like the water here probably looks better than the original water, which is kind of ugly. With the original has this ugly blue, right? But I don't know. I think it would work great by as I said, adding additional content, but then it needs to be available for core client as well, right? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good. Let's see. It still compiles. I think that's a good sign. Let me say here my opinion. Generally, I would say generally, I would try to preserve original things as best as possible and add new things as new entities. So do not replace old trees with new ones that look different, but add new trees as their own thing and polish the old trees, but keep their original charm, something like this. I would, or let's say I would recommend, generally, I recommend to preserve original things as original visuals as much as possible and add new things as new entities. So do not replace old trees with new ones that look different, but add new trees as their own thing and polish the old trees, but keep their original charm. Then map creators can use the new things to build new visuals. Okay, this looks very promising. Looks like it's running through. I mean, if it doesn't need this CSTD arc, then I think we can just remove it. Or we move it to the top. Well, what is this header for? What is the header for? Variable argument lists. That's for vargs, va list, va start, yeah. But we don't use that here in the header. What about the other one? Debug cpp, va, that's here. So how about cstdio Well, then how about we use this header in here? There. In here. Wouldn't that make more sense? Then we do the same for 0 hour. Namespace patch get. So we have debug here. Let's remove that. Then we go to this one here. No. Where is it? Here. No. Debug. Here. There we go. Then we remove this one. And this one. There we go. I think that's the way to go. Oh, we still got a problem. Okay. It stopped at one of these files again. Is that because we... I wonder if this happens because of the thing we added here. That somehow then it cannot... It doesn't release the write permission, write handle or something to the file. Let's remove this. Actually, let's go up. Let's build the whole thing. So we turn on. We turn on 0 hour and this one. Okay. Then we go to this. Oh boy. Okay. And let's go. I found the compiler. Good. So this should build through now. Then let's clean up here. So OmniBlade was not happy with me removing here the prefix. So how about we re-add it for him? I basically, before it was GenZH 0 hour or something like this, right? I would like to have the build in there because otherwise you don't really understand. Okay, if it just says GenZH 0 hour, like then, yeah, what is this option, right? What is this reason? Why does it? I prefer to keep things prefixed. So GenZH instead of just build top level and then GenX or GenZHX for the different games. Okay, so he likes to have this prefix instead of just build. Okay, if he likes that, then let's re-add that guy. Yeah. Okay, that should be it, and then And then we also need to add it to the tools. Build 0 hour. All right, so build 0 hour. Okay, so here we do this one. Build 0 hour tools. Build generals tools. There we go. All right. Okay, that should do. Okay, and then basically we need to change that here in our file as well. Let me say here, do that, do that, do that, do that. How about we restart the build? Okay. There we go. Good. Okay, so we say fix PATCHGET compiler errors. That would be the first. Okay, I would say we wait until this is done. Then we submit these two, and then we do too much sync, I think. And then I think we can hand it over to OmniBlade. Yeah, you should be able to finish it in this sitting. Fix PATCHGET compiler errors for real now. All right. Good. Yeah. So what I then would like to do, add the missing crash debugging definition to the PATCHGET tool, and then I would like to fix the orders of the order of the libraries and maybe the source files. Yeah. I've sorted them alphabetically, yeah. Which should be simple enough to do. Okay, maybe we can already look at some other things here in GitHub. What is this here? Fixing some... Huh? I'm losing sight. There's just so many pull requests open. This one actually looks like a critical error. Why didn't he put that into the other changes that we merged yesterday already? Or today? I don't know. Yeah, but this looks like it should be off. Okay, let's change that to fix errors in Russian language texts. Okay, and this is patch specific. And there we go. Okay, let's check one more time. Fix errors. Okay, here you remove the space. Yeah, this one is actually a critical error, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's not a critical error. It might be. I'm not sure. This one, I don't know. Korea. Yeah, it looks good enough. Perfectly good. Okay, let's approve it. Approve. Looking good. Yeah, DM Green has everything under control when it comes to Russian texts and any other language text. Let's merge that one. Okay, so this one here, yeah, please make it one change. It's just too much here. So this is documentation. Documentation. There we go. Please merge the 4 changes into one. I will close the other ones. 1, 2, 3. And can we close them in bulk? Oof. I don't know. Maybe not. Close. Close. There's no need to, like, for every single file to open one pull request. Just have one pull request and update all the scripts because they all do the same things, but on different scripts. Yeah. Okay, let's see what is this here. Let's see the compilation. Still busy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Does this need to be documented anywhere? Maybe let me open it in Visual Studio Code. Open file. Oops. Open folder. There we go. Open folder. Projects. Patch. So we're looking at generals str. Where is it? Generals str. Generals str. There we go. So is there already some here at the top? There should be something with spacing, right? Space. Oof. Let's see. No. Yeah, I mean, just removing those spaces, I think it doesn't need any special documentation. So I'm okay with just merging this like this. I probably would have documented it, like just add a note here at the top of the file, fix spacing in Korean language strings, and because then the advantage, if you document this change, then the next person who looks at like the global changes will then see, aha, okay, they already checked this kind of thing in these and these languages and fixed it. So I don't need to do that, right? But like, if you don't know that this kind of thing was already fixed, then you're inclined to check it. Like you're like, okay, maybe I should check if there's such an error. And then you figure out, it's actually not happening, right? So documentation helps to see like, okay, what was actually already done? And then you can infer from what it was done, what was not done, right? So that's one of the advantages of having these things documented. Yeah. Does he apply this kind of fix to any other language? Let me see. No, it's just Korean. Then yeah, then so this is fix spaces before line breaks in Korean language strings. Save. Okay. Then we will just merge it without any documentation. But typically, I very much appreciate if there's documentation. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know why this one is being... I don't know why the text is not taken over here. Courtesy of courtesy of Polyfy this. Spaces before line breaks in Korean language strings. Yeah, okay. Okay, good, that is done. Then let's see, it's still compiling, yeah. Let's see, can we close something else? Dialog event comment, what is this? Major. Whoa, this must be really major. Huh? I mean, this is a very ambitious mention here of the lines. As soon as we change something, the lines will change. If we add new comments, these lines will change, right? So, or new text blocks, then these lines will be outdated. Also, comments should never say I. Never. They can say you to address a reader, but they should never say I, because when the reader reads I, then this infers no person, because there should be no single person associated with a file, right? When you read it like this. So there should never be an I. I think, I don't know if it makes sense the way I explain it. Like if you have a file and it tries to explain something, then there should be no ownership to the way it is being communicated. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let's read it from. Okay, so lines, blah blah blah. You can find voiceover text used in game dialogues. We have 3 official game voiceovers: English, German, French. Also, I know of 1 non-official, Russian. If you want to do your own localization edit, you can ignore these lines. Of course, if you want to have subtitles or fan-made voiceover for your localization later, you can add your own language lines here instead of English ones. If you do want to do that, please do that in another file branch. For example, first file, all text lines excluding dialogue events lines, and in second file, only dialogue event lines. Huh? This is super confusing. I don't understand it. I don't understand this here. So if I don't understand it, does it mean that other people will understand it? Oof. Not sure. Subtitles for fan-made voiceovers. You can add your own language lines there instead of English ones. If you do want to do that, please do that in another file branch. Why? For example, first file, all text lines excluding dialogue event lines, and in second file, only dialogue event lines. I don't understand this. Okay, let me add some notes here. I'm very confused about these sentences. First, line numbers will change when the file is touched. Do not mention them. Yeah, so that's the first thing I see. Second, do not prefer to not say I in a text because the reader will not know who I is. This should this should be worded differently. Like it should say the retail game ships with 3 unique voiceovers: English, German, French. All other languages use English as their base language. Yeah. So please write this. Please write this nicer. For example, say the retail game ships with 3 different voiceovers: English, German, and French. Or maybe put a colon here like this. Dot. Start review. Okay, so these are my notes here. And if you want to have subtitles of fan-made voiceovers for your localization later, you can add your own language lines here instead of English ones. If you do want to do that, please do that in another file branch. Why in another file or branch? There is a way we could opt in and out of dialog event strings either through mod builder or other means, changing game code. There are ways we could opt in and out of dialog event strings either through mod builder or other means. For now, it is fine to write them with the leading star in this file on main branch. Leading star. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these texts. I do appreciate more information here, but it's not proper, I would say. I would write this differently. Yeah, but it's good thought. Do we actually already explain what the star does? Maybe not. Maybe explain what the star does. It is also explained in one of the audio files where the dialog events are defined. One of the ini files where the dialog events. Yeah, so I think there's great value in explaining these things, but yeah, this is not quite right yet, I would say. It's still compiling. Oof. Yeah. Let's add this review. Yeah. You probably think I'm nitpicking here, and I probably am. Yeah, I probably am nitpicking. But so also this is not a text change, and this is not a major. This is just a documentation change because it just adds a comment. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Good. Yeah, man. The compilation looks good. It is coming along. That's much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Hmm. Yeah, looks like we will get there. Oof. Oof. Boah. Good, let's see if we can close anything else here. What about this one? Okay, fix the spacing. Yeah. This change does not relate to numbers. Or fix, okay. Does the number comma really make sense? Commas are already used for the numbers list. What do you propose? I don't know. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Just raising that it perhaps is strange. Maybe a native US person can give their 2 cents on this. Perhaps is odd. Yeah, here I would say use the dot for German. Yes, I think the dot is okay for German. Yeah. Yeah, I think dot is okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Still compiling, my gosh. Oh, I can't wait to get to modern compiler with multi-threading. And maybe we need to look into the includes, see if there's any big offender that slows everything down, which certainly is possible. Or very likely, let's say. French localization fixes. Old branch was broken. Oh, 309 touches. Oof. 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 We need a Frenchman review this, or French person. Can also be a woman, of course. Let's put a smiley there to appear friendly. Yeah. And looks like here Mr. Was Up, he did not follow up here on these things. Yeah. Yeah. Or I missed it? No. There was no change to this. Yeah, what is this? Change to campaign lines. Yeah. Campaign. Hold on. So campaign 3 says campaign 1. Let me ask you one more time. Just to clarify. So campaign 3 string is supposed to say campaign 1, yes? And campaign 1 says campaign 3. What the hell? What is this? Why is this so weird? Oh man. Oof. I think this title is way too generic, or is it? This title is way too generic. Otherwise, looks okay. This one can be omitted. Can be removed when empty. Or should be removed. I'm not sure what happens if it doesn't have any values. So probably to be removed when empty. Yeah. Yeah, that will be my review for this one. Comments. All right. And it compiled. Woohoo! Okay, let's go ahead. So fix for real now. Yeah. Commit this. Then we do this one here. Add genzh prefix to build configurations, build options. Oh. Okay, we commit that. Then the next change I would like to do is search for. So here we type in cmake lists.txt. Then we do target link libraries. And then we go to game engine. And we sort these guys by alphabet. So they are nicely ordered. Yeah. There we go. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. get. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Everything getting ordered well. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, good. Then we save all, and then we build to see if that works. And then we review this. Ta-da. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so this is sort all link libraries alphabetically. Okay. Do we need to wait again until this is done? I will take a short break and just leave it running. Okay, still compiling. Oh boy. Yeah. So now there would be just one more thing I would like to do. Okay, sort all link libraries alphabetically. Yeah, we can commit that. And actually, there are two things. Stash pop. So there's still this. It's missing define to PATCHGET. It's missing debug define definition. Okay. And then minor improvements, minor changes to CMake presets.json. And yeah, I think that's good enough. That's good enough. Yeah, good. Then, so we have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then I will push this. Okay. Then I will tell him I found the compile error. Fixed and pushed 5 new commits. From my side, things look okay. I just tested a full debug build and everything passed. Perhaps you can do one full release and then one full release test, and then we can merge what we currently have and iterate on it. Well, not yet, but it's almost there. Yeah. 98%. Almost there. Almost there. Mm-hmm. 99. I will continue STL port compilation. Continue investigation for STL port command on VS22. Next. Or in general, as investigation for compilation. Next. Good. So it has passed. Everything looks good. All right, I will take a break here. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time, goodbye.